In this video, we are going to discuss the problem related to Model 5, that is on the transducers here. Here, we don't have much of problems, only few problems on some of the displacement transducers and the strain gauge. So, and one problem on the LVDT. So, few problems there. So better you brush up with the theory part and then you come to this lecture 37. The first problem, a displacement transducer with a shaft stroke of 3 inches is applied to the circuit shown below. Okay, a shaft of 3 inches when applied to the circuit is shown below. The total resistance of the potentiometer is 5 kilo ohms. So this is the value of my potentiometer is 5 kilo ohm. So the applied voltage Vt, that is this one, is 5 volts. When the wiper is zero point 0.9 inches from V, that is from here, zero point 0.9, what is the value of V out? What is the value of V out? So this we have to do with respect to the potentiometer, like the voltage divider circuit. Before that, we need to know what is the exact value of the resistance when the shaft has been placed 0.9 inches from the V. For that purpose, 0.9 divided by the whole shaft is of 3 inches here. So 0.9 inches has been shifted from here. 0.9 divided by 3 into the total resistance, that is the 5 kilo ohms. So that is, I have taken simple calculation. So I shifted 1 here and I have multiplied here. 9 by 10, so the 9 by 30 into 5 kilo. That is, Rx is equals to 1.5 kilo ohms when you simplify these things. Now I need to calculate what is the value of V out there. Yes. So what is the V out is equals to the total voltage what is being provided, that is a 5 volt, into the resistance of this value from V, that is R2 is 1.5 K, divided by the total resistance R1 to R2. So from here to here 0.9. So what is this here? 0.9 plus 3 minus 0.9. Yes or no? So total I can consider it as the resistance as 5. Okay. So that is the thing. The total resistance of this one is what? 5 kilo ohms, right? From 0.9 it is 5 kilo, 1.5 kilo ohm it is. So from remaining 2.1 it should be remaining 5 minus 1.5, that is 3.5 should be. So I will consider directly it as a 5. Okay, R1 plus R2 is nothing but 5. When I substitute here, so that time I will get a value of 1.5 volts. That's the simple way of doing the calculation. Don't have a confusion here. Just you remember here, from here to here, 0.9, from here to here is a 2.1. 0.9 is 2.1. For 0.9, what is the resistance out of 5 kilo ohms? That has to be calculated, and then from here it is total, if it is total 5 kilo ohms. Then simple way of doing the calculation. Next one, the same thing, but another transducer has been added. A resistor transducer with a resistance of 5 kilo ohms and a shaft stroke of 3 inches is used in the arrangement. The same thing, this part. Potentiometer R3 R4 is also 5 kilo ohms with Vt is equals to 5 ohms. So what is they are telling here? R1 and R2, R3 and R4 same as the 5 kilo ohm and the Vt. The initial position to be used as a reference point is such that R1 is equals to R2. We have to make such that the reference point such that R1 is equals to R2. At the start of the test, the potentiometer R3 minus R3 R4 is adjusted so that the bridge is balanced such that V is equals to 0. Assuming that the object being measured moves a maximum resistance of 0.5 inches towards A. 0.5 inches towards A. What will be the new value of VE? If the shaft distance is 5 inches. The shaft distance is 5 inches. So that is, if a wiper moves from 0.5 inches towards A, correct? So it will have a move 3 inches from B. Okay, 0.5 inches from here means what? It will be removed 3 inches from B, because before it was adjusted correctly to the center. So 2.5 plus 0.5, this above, what it will be? 3 inches. So therefore, so what is the resistance that we have to calculate? 3 divided by 5 into 5. So that will be 3 kilo ohms. 3 kilo ohms there. Okay. Now, what is that told? Only just shifted this one. So what will be the V, the balance between these two? So that is VR this one minus VR this one. That is VT, voltage, the 5 volts, into what is the resistance they have given? The 3 divided by the whole resistance is 5, minus here it is before it had 2.5 itself. It is a center, right? So 2.5 divided by 5. When we cancel it each other, we will get V is equals to 0.5 volts. So what is that? It is the inference I have used, saying that the 0.5 volts, the difference will occur if it is little 0.5 inches moved away from here. That is the thing. Okay, the same thing, but here this is constant, here this is variable. The similar thing. Next one. This is a simple substitution formula then. A resistance strain gauge is with a gauge factor of a 2 is cemented to a steel member which is subjected to a strain of 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Subjected to a strain of 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6. If the original resistance value of a gauge is 130 ohms, means 130 ohms. Find the change in the resistance. So what is the strain gauge formula? K is equals to delta R by R divided by delta L divided by L. So what we need to find? The change in the resistance. So delta R we need to find. I'll rearrange your formula there. K into R into delta L divided by L. Okay, K into R delta L divided by L. So what is the K they have given? Gauge factor 2. R value they have been given as 130 ohms, and subject to the strain. Delta L by L is nothing but again strain, 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So simple substitution, delta R is equals to 260 micro ohms. Delta R is nothing but 260 micro ohms. Next one. And AC LVDT has the following data, input is equals to 6.3 volts, output is equals to 5.2 volts, range plus or minus 0.5 inches. Calculate the output voltage versus core position for a core movement going from plus 0.45 inches to minus 0.30 inches, plus 0.45 inches to minus 0.30 inches. Output voltage when the core is minus 0.25 inches from the center. A 0.5 inches core displacement produces 5.2. So what is that? 0.45 inches gives what? How much displacement? That is a cross multiplication we do. 5.2 is with what? The value there. Okay. What is the formula? They have a 0.5 inches produces 5.2. What is the 4.45 inches gives? So that we can write 0.45 into 5.2 divided by 0.5 will give me this value, that is 4.68. Okay, but we have to see in the negative range also. Yes, because they have mentioned plus 0.45 to minus 0.30. Minus 0.30 inches core, same thing. Instead of my 0.45, I will write it as minus 0.30 into 5.2 divided by 0.5 is equals to minus 3.12 volts. Simple as it. Just 0.5, 0.2, 5.2 it will give, or 1.5 what it will give, minus 0.30 what it will give. So only we have to understand the thing. The reference they have given, we have to calculate it for the given value there, 0.45 to minus 0.30. As they have given mentioned, the range is from plus 0.5 to minus 0.5. So it will lie within this thing. You can see the upper limit is 6.3, so it is within 6.3, so that is 4.68, and here minus 3 point minus 312. Next, what is the if the core position into minus 0.25 from the core moment force, minus 0.25 into 5.2, the same thing divided by zero point 0.5, so again minus 2.6. Just a cross multiplication factors. This is the same formula what I will be using, only the substitution value is the different ranges they have given. Okay. For problems I have been referred it from HS Kelsey, which is the reference textbook given by the VTU, and the other two are the additional references. And one more thing, while you're reading these concepts, please go through the theory part, because we need to know the working principle of the displacement, the strain gauge, displacement transducer, that is, and LVDT. Without knowing that the actual movement, we cannot understand this one. Okay. So, thank you.